Alright, welcome back everybody to the SimCity 4 Let's Play. And we are in part 6. You're gonna get your 30 minutes today, so don't worry. Been off for a week. I was doing other stuff and working things out, but we're back. And I'm going to try to mess with the performance at the beginning of this video. Let's get rid of that. Anything I can change that I don't have to restart the game. Some of this. Oh, there we go. That's a little better. Not as many details, but it'll work. Now, the last time we left off, we were developing this city, making it bigger. And I think my next area is going to be the coast right here. We'll build some factories out here, you know. Just make it cool looking. So I'm going to draw in some roads real quick. There we go. I wonder... that will go across. Let me see if I can do it now. Unsuitable grade for construction. That's because the road's too far up on the coast. Duh! They have to do it this way. Aha! Not bad. And it's down all the way. I kind of like this road. It seems to fit the best, and it's simple, you know. It's also the cheapest, or one of the cheapest. Sweet. So let's go ahead and draw the road up here, and I'm gonna still try to keep this grid system over here on the coast, just because I like it. It's nice and neat. And this was what, 4x4? How many tiles is this? 12. All right. So that doesn't fit at all, but that's okay. I'll just make longer blocks here. And then we got 4 here. Looks like I can do that. And maybe, no, I have to raise the ground a little bit. Not a problem. There we go. Just a little bit. So I can get it out to that 4th one. There you go. Actually, now that I think about it, I could do another one here. This would just be 5x4, or 6, and these are now 5. Oh well, I screwed it up. Whatever. I ain't worried about it. I don't think I can build road there. Awesome. So yeah, this is how this is gonna go. Because I want to start focusing on the high-tech jobs market early, so that I get a nice head start on that. Let's see, that's only 3. Alright, we'll do 3x4. That makes nice high rises. All the way out to the beach. You gotta fill every inch of this landscape, and you put parks and crap in these little corners here. And so, how do we want to do this? Well, first of all, it needs to be watered. That's muy importante. There we go. And I'll just drag that all across, because after that I'm going to develop this side. This crazy music. Sorry, it's just the music is hilarious. There we go. And I'll connect this, make it all nice and neat. That's the way. The music. So zany. Okay. So what do we got right now? Well, it looks like big demand for industry. So what we can do is we're going to try this now. It hasn't been all that successful in the past, but maybe I get lucky. I want to... that's right. Well, no, I gotta fix that. It is too large. Since those are 4x4 spaces, I can do this with the parks. And that way, I get a much nicer area for industry. Oh, I can build a casino too. Yeah! Put that on the coastline. Well, right here, so I have... because over here then, I put the residential. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. But I would have put the industry first. so that it has time to build up, and then I'll surround this casino with residentials. I'll put some commercials over here. Just gotta wait for the demand to go up. And bring forth my lovely little smoke belching factories. Ah, there they are. And if I look at my numbers right away, we will notice a change. I recognize them just by looking at the buildings, like this yellow one here. Yeah, that one's high tech. So let's see if we got any jobs out of that. We did! We're at 67 out of 25,000. Well, we're getting there. Now we're gonna run this a little more, just so I can get to. There we go. There's the residential demand. So now we're gonna put the big homes here, just like this. Oh yeah, and watch them explode. There we go. Yeah. So you notice these developed right away because they're coastal, they're right by the casino. We're definitely going to get high rises out here, you watch. But I have to balance out the zoning. So that means that the business goes here. You can tell by the size of the property too that you're going to get some flea markets or something. See, it says it has no jobs, so you got to make jobs. Yep, there's 2 flea markets. And here's a mall, I think. Or, oh, game center. Ew. Family fun center developed. And that gate, see, that got the jobs going now, so we got a little bigger residential hotel, population 260 of 264. Awesome. There's a rich home. Not bad. Alright, now one of the things that it's telling me, it's not even here. Talking about the industrial markets clogged. Part of that has to do with the lack of... Oh, my deal changed. Alright, cancel. Explode. And reinstate. Don't want to lose money. This is how you do good business. Good mayoral itinerary going on here. Balancing that budget. Keeping the numbers up. Keeping the coffers in the green. Oh yeah. However, I have to make sure that this area sustains. Like this right here didn't work. So most of this is going to have to industrialize. Just saying. Like this. See, at one of these spots they could build a place to make poker chips. Wouldn't that be hilarious? What kind of industry is this? Oh, it's a heating unit. It's alright though, we'll take it for now. So this moved away because there was a low demand for it. I wonder. So I'll add in this road right here. Bring that across. And then figured about making parks all the way around this this ball stadium here. Yeah, I think that'll be cool. And I just connect these. Awesome. Let's add them parks. Oh wow, I can do a big... Actually, now that I think about it, I can zone right next to that. Let's put some houses there. I got some roads drawn in. That's okay, I can fix that. Huh. Alright, well, that'll work. Whatever, I'm trying to get this to fit. But it's only too wide, so all that means... Oops, I have a problem zooming. This means I put some playgrounds in here. Fit very nicely. Good! And then the rest of this... Oh, industrialize! Why not? I already have it watered. Up! My deal broke. Yeah, look at them all go. Very nice. And that should influence stuff over here. We hope. Alright. Gotta mess with that budget again. Boom! I love it. I love that exploitation of the glitch. Now, so we have all this developing, and still got demand for that industry, so let's just keep building out toward the edge of the map here. And we'll make this kind of different. Kind of what I'm angling towards in this whole thing. I'm going to draw this up. I believe that's 5 and 5. Yes, it is. And the idea here is to really, really, like, ramp up with the playgrounds and all that. So that way, let me zoom in a little bit here. That way you really have a nice, clean air surrounded. It amazes me how many parks you need to place down just to do this. But at the same time, it definitely, see, you get the high-tech jobs. Part of that has to do with the education and the conditions in the surrounding urban area, but as a general rule, you get better industry by making areas that are really, really clean air, and putting parks like this achieves that. So the land value is really high automatically, and when I zone for this, oh that's right, I'm going to get streets, don't want that. When I zone this, and you see what develops, it kind of just makes sense. But then you have to have well-educated Sims to be able to bring forth those jobs. Let's see what we got here. See, that's a medium. That's another medium. Let's see what happens when I turn up the speed. Ah, lovely development. And that should influence the nearby residential districts, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, see right here, as a result of that industry boom, we now have a high wealth condo that has a potential of 158 right now. And here's a nice high tech right there. So we know that this is definitely a working formula. And as long as, like I said, the conditions are right, it will continue to flourish. Let's take a look at the educational standards for that area. Dumb as a post. Okay. See, all the education benefits are right here. Now we have all these older factories over here. So what we can do is eradicate all of this. Oh no! My job was destroyed. And when I do that, because once the place is developed, it pretty much it stays like that, but you can get better industry just by deleting the properties. It has a very short-term effect on the population. But because now better industry is coming in, that's going to encourage smarter Sims to build bigger buildings, which will affect the commercial zones and build bigger businesses that get crap from the factories which manufacture it. There's manufacturing right there. So this is basically how we play this game of cat and mouse with the different zone types. And now you got a huge demand on this industry. They want dirty, but one way to cancel that is to tax the crap out of it. Like 15%. Plus it's a big boost in income. And that's how we force the dirty industry out, but at the same time, you gotta have the Sims to support it, the wealth and all that. And that's why I'm doing it. Woo! So, let's let this run a little bit more, just to see what happened. I'll get rid of this too, because that's an abandoned rich home. And then we can pave the way for some different types of development. Oh yeah, look at that. Now the population is 35,000, or it was. It's not developing, so maybe we could put a commercial zone in there, see what happens. I don't think the desirability for either. Oh, wait a minute. What do we have here? It's Multiplex 13. That right there is a strip mall. That's awesome. Oh no, wait. It's movie theater, isn't it? I think so. Yeah, it is. They built a movie theater right in town. That's sweet. I don't have the day-night running, but according to the clock, it's 2 in the morning, so that place is closed. And actually, I should have had that on from the beginning. We want day and night. Yeah, see, right now it's there we go. Much better. Now I'm really playing the game, because I'm allowing the day-night cycle to go through. And what do we have here? High wealth. Awesome. There's another one. So just by deleting those dirty, crappy factories, because the town is probably not going to do it for you. You're the mayor, so you have to decide on those demolition projects. And especially if the industry, like this has jobs and all that, and it's got low pollution, even though it looks kind of bad, it's a good business. So I leave it there. This stuff over here was not working, so I got rid of it. And yeah, that one's okay. See, high pollution on this one. So these are the kind of buildings that we drop. Bye-bye. High pollution. Oops. I didn't mean to do those. Well, maybe I did. But yeah. You see what happens? Well, that's Patch's paint, but that's okay. Oh, and look at my income's almost evened out without the deal. So I wanted a little bit more. Just a little. And of course, I can always do this. Cancel. Yeah. Now that's an income. Part of that is because I raised the taxation on the dirty standards. So now I want medium. So another thing I can do, why not, is raise up this bounty to 13%. So I get even more income, but now the demand is strictly on the high tech. So that's going to make it a big deal for my Sims to get smart. And one way I can help them do that is to build a college. So it's all about location. Let's see here. College. There we go. Now, I want to make sure I place this right, because right now I'm pretty much covered in the area of education, but right here is where the smart people are. So it only makes sense, and they have a nice park to go to. So it only makes sense to build a college near here. However, I noticed that I've got some really sick-looking industry right in the middle of town where there's smart Sims. So it makes sense that that's where the college is going to go. So, let's get rid of this. And that should be enough room. We hope. It is. Actually, it's more than enough room. That's okay, though. I can surround this with parks. We'll put the college right next to the high school. Isn't that ingenious? And then we'll just put some gardens around the outside of it. Make it look pretty. There. Good. And the college kids are hanging out. They like it. So let's see how the college is actually doing. Right now there's no students. Part of that's because the month hasn't rolled over. Now that it has... Oh, I'm going to have to run it again. 167. So this is extremely over budget. You don't need to give the college a lot of money. Not really. But yeah. That's going to have a big impact on the education around here. Industries flee tax fleecing. I got no problem with that. There's a nice high wealth industry over there. Let's check out how that's doing anyway. Alright, now we're up to 80 high-tech jobs. Still got quite a margin there, but you can see there's one of the high-rises I was talking about. It's a project, but it's a huge boost in population, producing revenue. Now, what else do we have here? Well, we got the college. We got the high school, which is almost maxed out. Let's give that a little boost here. And we have the elementary school, which is actually over, so we got to raise the budget on that. And then down here is the elementary school. That one's fine. Alright. Uh-oh! The battery on my phone is nearly dead for some reason, and that's the stopwatch, so I had to take care of that. Alright, she's plugged in. Now, what's the dealio? Well, they're still complaining about the taxes. I'm not changing the bars, though, because it's telling me that there's crime problems. So what we're going to do is look at the crime and see what needs... here we go. See all this industry that I built? Part of the reason it didn't develop fully is because there's no police protection out here, like, at all. As a matter of fact, there's a pie throwing that just took place right in this area of town, and I'm not too happy about that. But it's a simple fix. We're gonna build a police station. Not huge, but just big enough. And that will go right there. Ah, perfect. So, what you have here is a well-protected area, and the safety should go up as a result of that. Not a lot, but slightly. I should get some green arrows here. Uh-oh, fire! Let's go ahead and put that fire out. Where's the fireman at? You know, I was just looking at safety too, so I think that's why this fire happened. To try and tell me, you need to build a fire station. So while that's burning, let me check fire. Now, we got a fire hazard problem, but I have pretty decent coverage. However, I'm going to put one more small fire station right here up in the industrial area. That way it's got good coverage. And you see now the fire's out, nothing was destroyed. And now I've got coverage here, which will actually cover this whole area of the coast. Uh-oh! Neighbor deals. That's the way. Oh, I don't have enough for that. Just gonna have to collect 1 month's worth of paycheck here. Bing! There we go. Oops. Oh, yeah, do I have the smoke detector program? I don't. That's not too bad. We'll take it. But I've got to bring this back up to here because I couldn't afford it before. Oh, and they're also giving me budget gifts. Well, they did. I don't know what happened to it. Oh well. Yeah, so this is looking pretty good. What are these buildings here? Okay, these are all medium. That's a high wealth. And they don't even want high-tech right now, but that's only because of the standards on the business. What I can do is check the desirability for the commercial areas. And it looks like the high wealth stuff, wouldn't you know, is right around this educated area. So why not cater to the masses, huh? Let's see here. And it's nighttime. There's not really much I can do with this. What's my zones? Okay, there were some commercials here, and that's where the demand for the good stuff is. So we might have to do the same thing with these as we did with the factories. However, I'm watching these, and I'm getting some pretty interesting buildings going on here. So let's run this a little bit. Let's find out what's going to happen. Yeah, see, all of this development is taking place now as a result of the fact that this is where they want these businesses to be. I mean, this one right here, high wealth, commercial office, which is the highest you can get, or the tallest buildings, I should say. And that's what it's all about, really. Zoom out. What do we got here? Now, this movie theater changed to a high wealth commercial office. Imagine that. Alright, let's keep running this train. Doesn't this city look awesome at nighttime? The stadium's all... Ooh, is there a game on? Nope, no game right now, but they definitely left the lights on. And there's a firework. Happy New Year! Alright, they still are telling me that I could have this break on the income. But it's not in my maybe it is, I just didn't go down far enough. Usually it's at the top of the list, yeah. I have to get it from here. Except, so I just got the missile testing range, which actually adds to the income. Bing! Kind of keep it away from town. It adds, I think, 300? Missile range, 450! Oh, that's right. Because it does have the potential to drop a missile on your city. But whatever. What else? There you go. Swelled-headed Sims have brains in there, so they're smarter. Oh, we want a library. Interesting. Okay, then. Well, this area is smart. This area is kind of smart, so the logical place to put the library is over here, right in this little nook. Sweet. And of course we're gonna inspect this little thing and see what kind of funding it needs. Alright, that's pretty good. I like it. Keep the bar where it is, no need to change it. If I nickel and dime it like that too much, people are gonna think I'm cheap. How are we doing here? These are dirty industry units, but what are you gonna do? I really want to put something in here, but I don't know. I'm thinking commercial. Let's see. See if I'm right. No, not there. Just all in the heart of this town. So the demand is up, but I'm going to let it simmer for a while. Because the rich homes could develop out here, but there isn't much incentive. Most of this is not what they want. And the high-tech jobs, same thing. The land value around here is absolutely terrible. You can almost tell from the desirability map. See, all this land value is junk. So that just means that I'm going to have to zoom in a little bit here. I'm going to bulldoze all of this big city restoration project. Because that just looks bad. And I will replace it with parkland. Okay, softball field is too small. Oh, didn't I want the soccer field? Oh, that's okay, but oh, it's 6x4. I see. Well then, I'll put in my big park. No, medium parks. That's what we want. Or some more playgrounds. That's much nicer. And then in this one, we'll put the plaza. Very nice, with fountains and all that. And I can get really creative with this if I want to. Like, this has palm trees and crap in it, but I think I'm gonna put some more. I think. There we go. Palm trees everywhere. Sweet. So when those grow up, that's gonna look really cool. And then over in this one, we got the playgrounds, the plazas, and now the parks. Oh yeah. And how nice is that to have a nice park and sitting area where people can hang out on the park bench all depressed because they blew it all at the casino. Now let's see what happens to the land value around these parts in real time. Oh, did you see that? Well, maybe you didn't. But right here, a high wealth job developed. And you see we've got a nice green spot right here. The land value is starting to rise. It's starting to improve. Oh, that's funny. So this takes the edge off a little bit. And these parks keep a lot of pollution down, make the city just look nice. And then you get better buildings in the surrounding area because they want to move in and see what all the fuss is about. It's like, wow, this town is so cool. See how nice this area looks? All bright, shiny buildings, nice, low polluting, high-tech jobs over here. And then we got the downtown. How's the school doing? Sweet. How's the college doing? Even sweeter. Elementary? Awesome. Everything's going well. Not a lot of these type of buildings, though. So let's go ahead and do this again over here. And I think these are 4x4. Oh, I'm out of money. Uh-oh, I'm gonna have to take out a loan. Just 10 grand. Very low interest payment. And then I can reinstate this neighbor deal. Awesome. Oh, it won't let me do it yet. Have to let the months roll over. What are you gonna do? There, that's better. Yeah, so this is it. I'm gonna place down the parks in here. There. Now let's see what happens with this. It'll be a trifle improvement. But, of course, we know that The demand for high wealth right now is nothing. So what we're also going to do is get rid of some of these stragglers, these less than perfect buildings. I can tell just by looking at them they're not high-tech jobs. They're not shiny at all. And then we'll start up the motor again and see if we don't get something more pleasant. They're not doing anything because they're like, oh, it costs too much to put in medium jobs. What the heck is that? Oh my, leave avionics. So right away, a job found its way into the area here. So, in the next episode, I'm going to develop this coastline, keep that budget in the green, and stay awesome. That's a command to you guys. So I will see you later. More videos coming only here on MGI. You can check out our new Facebook page, facebook.com/mygamersinsanity. Go ahead and like that. Link it down below. And yeah, enjoy your day.